Glad you could join us again on Face Off tonight, and something very interesting we'll be discussing tonight. Just wait until you hear that political tension in Kogi State may have been doused, as the Supreme Court of Nigeria Tuesday affirmed the December 5th, 2015 election of Yahaya Bello as substantive governor of the state. The apex court ruling came after a series of petitions challenging the election of the incumbent Yahaya Bello by James Faleke, who was deputy governorship candidate to the late Abubakar Audu. You remember all of that played out when Abubakar Audu died just after the elections. Faleke premised his demand on the fact that Yahaya Bello only came second in the APC primaries and was never a part of the election. He prayed the courts to declare him as governor. Former Governor Idris Wada's appeal against Governor Bello was also thrown out for lack of merit. Yahaya Bello says his victory at the Supreme Court is a big honor for democracy. The court is due to give reasons for the judgment come September 30th. Would this judgment strengthen democracy in Nigeria? This is one big question we're asking tonight. And would this legal record become, I should say, precedent for electoral jurisprudence and constitutional law in the country? Those are key questions we'll be asking, and I have two wonderful guests in the studio. To my right, I have Mr. Adebola Ekudayo. You're welcome. He's a legal practitioner.
Thank you.
And to my left, I have Alent Agbaka.
It's my pleasure to be here once again.
Okay, so gentlemen, I mean, you heard the big questions we've asked. Supreme Court had made this judgment. What do you think? What do you make of that judgment? You think it has gone the way it should go as far as democracy, strengthening democracy is concerned?
It's a landmark judgment because it's a well-considered judgment that has put democracy on the way forward. Because the issue that was presented before the court of the Supreme Court is a recondite point. It's a novel point. There has never been an election conducted in Nigeria where during the process of the election, a candidate dies. So this will be the first time we'll have such issue.
Okay,
and if you look at even the judgment of the court of the lower court, which is the High Court and the Court of Appeal, that was what was affirmed by the Supreme Court.
Okay, we'll expound more on that as we continue. This is just your opening statement, Mr. Kodayo. Yes. What do you make of that judgment?
I don't agree with that judgment. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court, we can only appeal to God, but that judgment is fallible.
Okay, so you will tell us the reasons why this judgment is fallible, yes. Why you think it has not gone the way in terms of supporting and strengthening democratical practice. Viewers out there, I mean, we'll take a short break. When we return, we'll be exploring what this topic has been set out for tonight. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Supreme Court verdict on Kogi elections. Triumph for democracy or not? That's what we're discussing tonight. I have two barristers in the house, or legal practitioner, I should say. To my left is Mr. Arlens, and to my right, Mr. Kundayo. Gentlemen, let's listen to this report and maybe get a precedent for what our discussion is for tonight.
It is the end of the road for Honorable James Faleke seeking to unseat Mr. Yahaya Bello as the governor of Kogi State. The Supreme Court has dismissed 4 appeals filed against the governor. Mr. Faleke, who was the running mate of the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, late Prince Abubakar Audu, in the November 21, 2015 governorship election in Kogi State, had approached the Apex Court after his petition challenging the substitution of Governor Bello as the APC candidate following the death of Prince Audu. The Apex Court, in a unanimous judgment, held that Governor Bello was validly substituted as the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress following the inconclusive election before the death of Prince Audu Abubakar. One after the other, the Apex Court dismissed the appeals filed by Mr. James Faleke, Captain Idris Wada, the African Democratic Congress, and the Labour Party. The verdict of the court was applauded by the lawyers to INEC and Governor Yahaya Bello.
We are grateful to God for a very fantastic judgment, and it really goes to develop more of our jurisprudence on a very knotty issue that was really worrisome to many people in Nigeria.
In the words of Shakespeare, all is well that ends well. This matter has come to an end, and we are waiting for their reasons on the 30th of September.